This is the model car we use in this lab, and then we use the hydraulic jack to jack up the car and the jack stand to hold the car. There are the equipment we use to remove the tire and take out the drum brake, and the equipment used for the measurement.
Good morning, sir. Today I would like to explain about the component that found in the drum brake system. So first is drum cover, which this drum cover is to covers the inside of the whole braking system or the brake assembly. Next is back plate. This back plate is to hold or act like a housing for the brake assembly. Next is shoe hole spring, shoe hole cup, shoe hole pin. This shoe hole spring, cup and pin is to secure the brake shoe with back plate, which is make sure the brake shoe is fitted with the back plate. Next is brake shoe. Brake shoe is to slow down or stop the vehicle. Next is return spring. These return springs, the function is to pull back the brake shoe to its original spot. Next is adjuster lever. This adjuster lever is to adjust the brake shoe position simply by rotate the gear mechanism. Next is parking brake strut. This parking brake strut is to push the parking brake lever after the driver pulls the enters the parking brake inside the vehicle. Next is adjusting spring. It connects to adjuster lever and brake shoe. Next is wheel hub. This wheel hub is functioning as to hold the wheel. Next is brake fluid cable. This brake fluid cable is helped to transfer the fluid from the brake fluid pipeline to the cylinder, brake drum cylinder. Next is handbrake cable. This handbrake is act like a connector from handbrake to the parking brake strut.
So after we take out the brake drum, we can see it is reliable to use, and then the return spring and the shoe-to-shoe spring are still can be used because there no spoil or missing.
Next is the discussion. For the first question of the discussion is, based on your finding, what is the condition of brake shoe lining? Shall it be replaced with new shoe lining? From our finding, the answer is yes. It should be replaced with the new brake shoes, because the measurement we measure is 2.69 mm, 2.31 mm, and 2.19 mm. From this measurement we got from the brake shoe. So ideally the brake shoe should be thicker than 6.4 mm for a proper functioning. In this case, the brake shoes consider getting a replacement. Also by our research, the most of the car mechanics also stated that the minimum brake shoe thickness is 3.2 mm. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Now I need to talk about the discussion number 2. Is explain the result of the drum bed inside the diameter. So in this last session, we already got the 4 data, which is a 167.24, 167.42, 167.30, and 167.29. So based on the result, the data is accurate because it's in the range in 167 plus minus millimeter. Yeah, so but I also got a good suggestion for this improvement, which is using the inside micrometer of brake drum micrometer, because in this instrument we can get the sit to the center the drum brake to get the more accurate data compared to using the digital manual caliper. So it's this is for the suggestion. And then why we need to get the drum brake inside the diameter? This is because when when we see that the result is larger than the maximum inside diameter the drum brake is allowed to be, so therefore we need to replace the new one. Because if we need to do not change the new drum brake, is it will maybe to cause the drum brake got the deep crack. So it's very dangerous to drive this car. So maybe you drive the car to stop and then the drum brake will crack and then the function is losing. So it's very dangerous.
Hello, my name is Satish Analaki Ganesh from BMMA 2/1. Today I'll be presenting the discussion 3. Question 3. If deep crack found on the drum, can it be repaired? Explain your answer. Once a deep crack found on the brake drum, it cannot be repaired because the brake system balance and proper brake lining friction will never be the same as it is. Repeated cracking of the drums may indicate either a brake system fault or driver abuse. If this problem occurs, close attention must be paid to the brake system balance and brake lining friction. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chai Sun Yan, and in discussion 4, we are going to discuss about the advantage of drum brake over the disc brake. So the main advantage of drum brake is it has a simpler design and installations compared to a disc brake, which result in lower cost of manufacture and maintenance. The drum brake has less moving parts compared to a disc brake, and hence is less complicated. Besides, the drum brakes has comparatively longer life because the drum brakes have increased friction contact area than a disc brake. What can we conclude about this lab is that we can identify the main parts of the drum brake system, which is the brake drum, the brake shoes, wheel cylinder, retainer spring, and adjuster. The brake shoes and drum need to be checked for excessive wear or cracks. The retainer springs need to be checked to ensure it returns the brake shoes back to their original position to prevent rapid and excessive wear. From our inspections, the brake shoes have thickness less than the standard value, and we can see there's uneven surface through the rough test. The rough test also shows a rough rear surface of the drum. The inner diameter of the brake drum is also inconsistent through our measurements, showing that the brake drum is out of the round and does not make constant contact with the shoes. This either need to be resurfacing or replacement. So that's all from us. Thank you.